Have you ever found yourself walking into the kitchen, standing there for a moment, and then forgetting what you were about to do? Or meeting an old acquaintance only to have their name dangle frustratingly on the tip of your tongue? Many people, over the age of 45, often tell themselves, "I'm just getting old." But the truth isn't that simple. The real culprit behind these frequent lapses in memory isn't just age. It's the nights you don't get enough sleep. Sleep deprivation doesn't just make us tired and irritable. It quietly eats away at memory, speeds up brain aging, and can even mimic the early signs of dementia. In this video, you and I will explore what really happens in the brain when we don't get enough sleep, why memory declines faster in middle age and beyond, and most importantly, small, simple tips you can start using tonight to sleep better, protect your memory, and keep your mind sharp. According to the CDC, nearly 1/3 of American adults don't get the recommended 7 hours of sleep each night. Harvard researchers have shown that sleep is essentially the filing process for memory. If you learn something new during the day, nighttime is when the brain transfers it into your long-term hard drive. But if you don't sleep enough, those data files aren't stored properly. The result? The next morning you forget easily, feel confused, and struggle to focus. Dr. Matthew Walker, author of Why We Sleep, calls deep sleep the brain's inbox. Without enough deep sleep, the brain becomes like an inbox overflowing with unopened letters. Nothing sorted, nothing stored. And think about it. When the inbox is overloaded, how many memories can you really keep intact? Stay with me until the end, because I'll be sharing a simple bedtime habit, something anyone can do, that's been scientifically proven to improve deep sleep and protect memory in a powerful way. Why does lack of sleep hit memory so hard, especially after 45? The reason isn't just a busier life. As we age, our bodies produce less melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Add in stress, work pressures, family responsibilities, conditions like sleep apnea, and of course that glowing phone by the bed, and the problem gets worse. Think back to the last time you had a restless night. The next morning your mind was foggy, you kept forgetting things all day. That brain fog, if it repeats night after night, eventually becomes a real burden. One patient, Margaret, age 62, worried because she constantly misplaced her keys and even forgot conversations from the day before. She feared she had Alzheimer's, but after testing, doctors found she was averaging only 5 hours of sleep a night. Once she improved her sleep, her memory came back so well that she was amazed herself. What about you? Have you noticed your memory slipping after sleepless nights? Share in the comments below. Train your brain to get used to bedtime. Our brains are like children. They need routine. If you regularly go to bed at the same time, your body learns this is the time to rest. But if tonight you fall asleep at 1 a.m. and tomorrow at 9 p.m., your brain doesn't know when to switch on memory mode. I have a friend who's a long-haul truck driver and used to complain every year about being forgetful. After he started sleeping and waking on a regular schedule, his memory improved so much, he told me, "It's like I've gained 10 years of youth in my head." Your bedroom must be a place where the brain wants to rest. Picture your room at 10 p.m., the TV glowing, your phone pinging, light streaming through the curtains. Your brain doesn't know real from artificial light. It just thinks daytime isn't over yet. The result? Melatonin production shuts down and sleep is disrupted. In contrast, a cool, quiet, darkened room feels like a gentle hug pulling you into deep sleep. Some people play rain sounds, others use a bit of lavender oil. Small touches like that help the brain nod off more easily than any pill could. If you could change just one thing about your bedroom tonight, what would it be? Darker curtains? Less noise, or ditching the TV? Let me know in the comments. Be gentle with your stomach and your body. Evening habits decide the quality of your sleep. A heavy dinner, a cup of coffee at 8 p.m., or a glass of wine before bed. Each one makes the brain restless. Many believe wine helps them sleep, but in reality it only knocks you out quickly before causing repeated awakenings, leaving you groggy the next day. Instead, choose a lighter dinner, a cup of caffeine-free herbal tea, and give your body time to wind down naturally. Simple, yes, but that simplicity is exactly what the brain needs to preserve memory. Create a small ritual before bed. I often call this the bridge between day and night. The brain needs a signal that says, the day is done. It's time to rest. Some read a few pages of a real book, others jot down a few lines in a journal to release worries. I know a woman in her 70s who each night quietly lists 3 things she's grateful for before sleeping. She told me, I sleep more peacefully and wake up remembering better. See, it doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes a small repeated habit can be the key to memory. A surprising secret, a warm bath before bed. This is the golden tip I promised from the start. Studies show that taking a warm bath or shower about an hour before bedtime raises your body temperature and dilates your blood vessels. Then, as you step out and your body cools down, the brain instantly gets the signal that it's time to rest. The result, you fall into deeper sleep, and memory files get fully stored. A 65-year-old man once told me, thanks to taking a warm bath before bed, I even remember our wedding anniversary now. My wife doesn't have to remind me anymore. You see, these tips aren't out of reach. They're like little gifts you give yourself each night. And those small gifts add up to big differences in memory and clarity as the years go by. So what do we have? A consistent sleep schedule that helps the brain set its clock. A peaceful bedroom that makes sleep a joy. Simple evening habits that work. Light dinners, no caffeine, no alcohol close to bedtime. A small nightly ritual that lets the mind relax. And finally, a warm bath to open the door to deep sleep. Memory isn't protected by magic. It's protected by the sleep you give yourself every night. Now let me ask you, of these tips, which one will you try tonight? Or do you already have a golden secret for better sleep and memory? Share it so others can learn too. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, to stay with me on the journey to protecting health and memory after 45, and share it with a friend or loved one who needs better sleep. In the next video, we'll explore a food that scientists call golden fuel for memory after 50. Trust me, you'll be surprised by how familiar it is. You might already have it in your kitchen. See you in the next video.